Nobody wants to hear this, but you're wasting your life waiting. And I don't know how else to say it. I mean, I've been thinking about this a lot lately. How many guys are just waiting, waiting for something to happen, waiting for the right time, waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for I don't even know what. And I look around and I see it everywhere. Guys waiting for a girl to text back. Guys waiting for the promotion. Guys waiting for Monday to start the diet. Guys waiting for the new year to make the change. Just waiting. And here's what I realized. Waiting is just fear with a different name. Because you're not actually waiting for the right time. You're scared to start. You're scared it won't work out. You're scared you'll fail. So you tell yourself you're waiting. Oh, I'm waiting for the right moment. I'm waiting until I have more money. I'm waiting until I feel ready. But you're never going to feel ready. You see, the right moment doesn't exist. You're just scared. And I get it. I've done this too. I wasted, God, I don't even know how long. Years probably. Just waiting for things to get better. Waiting for the breakup to not hurt anymore. Waiting for motivation to just show up. Waiting for the perfect plan before I start. And nothing happened. Nothing changed. Because waiting doesn't do anything. Waiting is just existing and then hoping. And here's the uncomfortable truth. While you're waiting, life is just passing you by. Like right now, today. See, while you're waiting for Monday to start training, while you're waiting for next month to start the business, while you're waiting for her to come back, while you're waiting for the perfect time, other guys aren't waiting. They're doing it now. They're training today. They're starting the business with what they have. They're moving on. And let's say in 6 months, in a year, they're going to be so far ahead of you. Not because they're smarter, not because they're more talented, but because they didn't wait. And, I think about this with my own life. Like, I wasted my 20s just waiting for things to get easier, waiting for the right opportunity, waiting for, I don't even know, just waiting. And now I'm 33, playing catch up. And, I look back and I think, what if I didn't wait? What if I just started? Even if I wasn't ready, even if I didn't have it all figured out, what if I just did it anyway? Where would I be now? And that's what kills me about all of this, is that you can't get that time back. You can't go back and unwait. Like those years that I spent waiting, they're gone. And yeah, I'm doing it now. I'm catching up. But I could have been so much further ahead if I just didn't wait. I see guys doing this right now. I'll start training when I have more time. Well, bro, you have time. You're on your phone more than 3 hours a day. I'll ask her out when I'm feeling more confident. You'll never be more confident. You get confident by just doing it. I'll start the business when I have more money saved up. You'll never have enough saved. You start with what you have. I'll leave this job when I find something better. You'll never find something better while you're comfortable where you are now. It's always something. Always something. There's always a reason to wait. And the reason feels valid. It feels logical. It makes sense in your head. But it's just fear. It's just fear, man. It's just fear dressed as practicality. Now, I'm being smart, I'm being strategic. No, you're scared. And you're using waiting as an excuse to avoid being uncomfortable. And look, I'm not saying be reckless. I'm not saying quit your job with no plan. I'm not saying blow up your life for no reason. But I am saying, stop waiting for perfect. Perfect doesn't exist. There's never going to be a moment where you just feel 100% ready, where everything just lines up perfectly. The stars, God just makes everything happen, where the risk is not there. The moment doesn't come. So what do? You start anyway. Not Monday, not next month, not when you feel ready. Today, right now, with what you have, with where you are, whether you're messy, imperfect, scared, you just start. Because here's what happens when you start. Things start moving. The ball starts rolling. Not perfectly, not smoothly, but they start moving. And when things are moving, you can adjust, you can pivot, you can make calculated decisions, you can course correct, you can learn, you can improve. But when you're waiting, nothing's happening. Nothing's moving. You're just stuck in quicksand, hoping things will magically get better, hoping someone will pull you out, and they won't. You see, I think about this with training. How many guys are waiting to start training until they have more time? Dude, just train today. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever you have. You don't need the perfect program. You don't need 2 hours. Just go move. Because in 6 months, the guy who started today with 20 minutes, he's going to be so far ahead of the guy who waited for the perfect time. And it's the same with relationships. How many guys are waiting for the perfect moment to approach her? Waiting until they're more confident, waiting until they have the perfect thing to say. Dude, there's no perfect moment. You just got to go talk to her. And yeah, it might be awkward. Might not work out. She might, turn around and give you the greasy, whatever it is. But at least you're not waiting. At least you tried. It's the same thing with your career, your business, your life. How long are you going to wait? How long are you going to tell yourself, not yet? How long are you going to watch other people do the thing that you're scared to start? Because here's what I've learned. The guys who win, they're not the smartest. They're not the most talented. They're not even the ones with a perfect plan. They're the ones who didn't wait. They're the ones who started before they were ready, who took the shot even though they might miss, who moved even though they were scared. And yes, some of them fail, some of them fall flat on their face, but at least they're moving. At least they're learning. At least they're not stuck in the same place waiting. So here's my question for you. What are you waiting for? What's the thing that you've been telling yourself that you'll do someday? The training, the business, the conversation, the move. What are you waiting for? And more importantly, what would happen if you just started today? Because I guarantee you, in 5 years, you're going to look back and you're either going to wish you started today or you're going to be glad that you did. That's it. Those are the only 2 options. So stop waiting. Stop making excuses. Stop telling yourself you're not ready. You're never going to be ready. Just start. Messy, imperfect, scared. Just start. And look, if you need help figuring out where to start, there's a free pattern test in the description. It'll reveal which area needs the most attention and what you need to rebuild first. Whether if you need to focus on your body, your mind, your presence, or your purpose. It takes 2 minutes. Links in the description. And drop a comment. Tell me what you've been waiting to start. And tell me why you haven't started it yet. Because I guarantee you, it's fear. And once you can name it, well, then you can do something about it. Hope you guys found this valuable. If this hit, give it a like. Share it with a friend, a brother who needs to hear this, who might be waiting. Or even if this is you, let me know. Because, again, Everything I talk about on this channel is literally what I'm going through right now. What I've been through, what I'm going through, and I guess what we're about to go through. So appreciate you guys as always. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.